So Donkey Crew finally broke their silence and they announced Season 4 to be out on August 5th. About time. Yeah, it would have been nice to have a little more information, kind of like the fact that you said that we'll be sharing more information about the public tests here in a few weeks. Nothing comes out. You don't say anything on your Discord, you don't say anything on Twitter, you don't say anything on Steam posts, you don't say anything on your Reddit. So we're all out here like, what's happening? Not understanding what's going on, and then you make this announcement making a special thanks to these 3 groups. Okay, when did it no longer become a public test? Why didn't you make mention of that? You got people rolling through your Discord and asking, when's Season 4? When are these tests gonna happen? Why is there nothing being said? And then the immediate response has to be expected from your community. Not to say a community should respond negatively, but they just go straight to slander and say that you guys don't care about your game. When you don't say anything, what is your community going to think? Especially when you don't follow up on what you say. That aside, Season 4 will bring realms to extinction. There will no longer be realms. It's going to go back to how it was in Season 2 and 1, where there's just one big map and all the regions in one big mess. And that's great. I love the idea. I'm glad official servers are going that route. Now, that being said, I won't be playing those solo. We'll get into that later. Private servers are becoming more robust. So it'll be fine that the realms are gone for those who liked it, because now the admins actually have admin control. They can spectate, spawn items, teleport to various locations, ban and kick people in-game. You know, things that would have been expected to begin with. Maintenance doesn't have to be in there anymore. We have the option to remove it completely or turn it down a bit, as well as water consumption and respawn parameters. But the most important thing to take away from them adjusting private servers, especially for those who already have servers established, there won't be a wipe for those servers. Wipes are now in your control. Thank you. I have been saying that there needs to be shorter wipes or various servers that have the ability to have shorter wipes to better player retention. Going for anywhere from like 5 to 8 months between wipes, that is just, I mean, there's a reason why no one's been playing for like the last 2 months. Because there's nothing to do. You don't have enough substance there to last that long. So thankfully, now private servers can mediate that and kind of retain players playing your game. Been wanting that since like the beginning of Season 2. On top of that, we're able to make tiles PvE only, as well as an entire realm being PvE, but that's not going to be my cup of tea. I find that boring. So when I go to run a server, and we'll get to that in a minute, there will be PvE specific tile. Another nice feature is that they're allowing self-hosting. Thank you. That is so nice, especially for those of us who have a spare rig. I don't, so I'll still be renting a server, but you know, some people don't want to spend upwards to $90 a month to maintain this server. Now granted, that's a 100-player cap and that's like the highest end you'd be paying, but you know, still, it's a nice feature to have there, especially for those who don't want to go into official servers and deal with all that mayhem just to play the game. They'll be able to just play with their friends. Perfect. There's the solo and duo trio realms dealt with right off the bat. With all that said, I will be recruiting a clan for official servers. I want to see what the player dynamic's like, if it stays the same, which I guarantee it will, but it'll be nice to have a huge clan to go do the big Zergy stuff. But I can't really say I'll be diligent about it because I want the private server to take off. I'd like to have a community thriving in there and be able to do weekly events, such as like anything from PvP to building bases and anything in between, and more ship fights. I am so tired of the meta of everyone staying in little stone ballings and rat suiting around. Rat suiting? That is not... You know what I mean. Ratting around in a wingsuit. That's just boring gameplay, and I find it maddening that people just resort to that alone because, you know, you gotta min-max as much as possible and hoard all your resources. Nothing's expendable, apparently. Fuck out of here with that. People need to think that their stuff is expendable, and stuff will be expendable on the server I'm maintaining. There will be no tolerance for toxicity. I'm going to make sure of that, so a lot of the nonsense I've dealt in prior seasons, I'm not putting up with on that server. For those who want to enjoy the game, have a healthy environment, and watch the game flourish, my server might be the place for you. And if it does take your interest, be sure to join my Discord. I have channels designated for the private server in regards of suggestions that you guys may like implemented into the server itself or the game in general. I want an open line of communication because I think that's important. Unlike Donkey Crew, apparently. If you want to support the server and my streams, be sure to go follow me on Twitch. Maybe drop a sub. Proceeds from that will be going into funding this server and maintaining it, as well as maintaining my streaming and content creation involving the server. Like I said, I'll have weekly events and such for everybody to participate in. No one will be exempt from being in the game unless you're toxic. I keep using that word, but I hate that the word's been tainted, but there's no other word for it. Be a decent human being and there won't be issues. It's not what you do, it's how you go about doing it that can become the issue. You wingsuit rat around, whatever, you do you. The server might retaliate, as would be the case in an official server. I'm gonna do my best to emulate what an official server would be like, but just maintain the toxicity to be exempt. Thank you for watching. Join my Discord. Let's have some back and forth and a healthy, constructive conversation about the game. Follow me on Twitch and watch me live and do the same. I appreciate your guys' continued support, and more importantly, make the most of your day.